Hi everyone, this is Jessie. Today I will show you how to directly embroider on a finished garment. And before we start stitching, we need to prepare all the tools. Here is everything we need to use today. The first is a hex wrench and water-soluble pen, a measuring tape, embroidery hoop, left and right handrail, and your stabilizer. After preparing all the tools, before we start working on the machine, the first step is to position the garment and mark the embroidery area. Take your garment and lay it flat. Measure down from the top of the garment to where you want the embroidery to be and make a small mark. Then measure in from the right side and choose a point where the two measurements met. This marked point will be our reference, and it will help us accurately align the design later. Once the position is marked, we will take out the embroidery hoop and the stabilizer. When choosing the hoop, always base it on the size of the designs. I recommend selecting a hoop that is slightly larger than the embroidery design to make positioning easier and more stable. There are many types of stabilizers, and the right choice depends on the fabric. Since we are embroidering a t-shirt today, the fabric is relatively thin, so I will use 2 layers of tear-away stabilizers. This helps to improve stitch quality, adds a bit of thickness, and reduce fabric distortion or wrinkling during embroidery. Next, we will install the stabilizer and the garment into the hoop. First, loosen the screws on the embroidery hoop. Once it's loosened, separate the top hoop and the bottom hoop. Place the bottom hoop inside the garment, positioning it right at the mark we made earlier. When placing the hoop, make sure the screw is facing outward. This will make it easier to adjust the fabric tension later. Next, place the stabilizer on top of the bottom hoop. Then insert the top hoop. When inserting the top hoop, pay attention to the notched side of the hoop. Make sure the notched side is on the right. This will help us connect the hoop to the machine arm later. Gently pull the fabric to smooth it out. Be careful not to pull too hard, as this could shift the garment and affect positioning. Once the fabric is flat and properly aligned, tighten the screws to secure everything in place. Next, we will prepare to install the handrail. For a 120mm by 120mm hoop, the handrail mounting positions are the 5th and 6th holes on the connection plate. Before installing the handrails, use a 3mm hex key to loosen the handrail screws. Mount the handrails onto the designated holes, then tighten the screws securely. Install the handrail on the other side in the same positions. Make sure both sides are aligned evenly. After the handrails are installed, we can connect the embroidery hoop to the handrails. When attaching the hoop, pay close attention to the notches we mentioned earlier. The notches on both sides of the hoop should align with the left and the right handrails. Slide the hoop into the handrail locks and make sure it clicks fully into place. One more important thing to note: make sure the garment is fully pulled over the position around the needle plate. Next, insert the USB drive to import the embroidery pattern. Tap on the pattern menu, then select USB pattern. When importing designs, please note that the machine can only support DST and DSB embroidery file formats. The USB drive also has a storage capacity of less than 64 GB. And this machine can recognize up to 500 designs and a maximum of 40 million stitches. After selecting the pattern, enter the config screen. Next, we need to set the embroidery colors. The color section should match the colors used in the design software. On the right side, you will see 15 needle bars, each representing a different color, and on the left side, The empty slot shows a color change sequence for this design. As you can see, this design only requires 2 colors. Tap the first slot and assign it to needle number 7, which is a light red. Then tap the second slot and assign it to needle number 6, which is a dark red. Once the colors are set correctly, tap Save to confirm. After setting the colors, we need to select the embroidery hoop that matches the hoop we are using. Tap on the hoop option, and a prompt will appear. This prompt is to confirm whether the cap driver has been removed. Since the cap driver has already been removed, simply click OK to continue. After selecting the hoop, enter the embroidery screen. First, tap the needle button and switch the embroidery needle to needle number 15. At this point, the needle position will correspond to the starting point of the design. Next, use the directional keys to move the design and align it with the center mark we made on the garment. Then type Trace Way to confirm the embroidery position. The machine will trace the outline of the design, allowing you to check the approximate embroidery area and make sure the placement is correct. Once the embroidery position is confirmed, we need to do a final check before starting. Make sure the thread stand is fully raised. Check that the tension lever is positioned at 90 degrees. Confirm that the embroidery thread is threaded correctly. Make sure the check spring is wrapped half a turn. Finally, ensure that the thread tension has been adjusted properly. Once everything has been confirmed, tap Ready to enter the embroidery working state. From here, the machine will take over the beginning stage in your design. Okay, we finished this one, and that's all for today's flat embroidery tutorial. If you want to get better at using your machine and take your embroidery skill to the next step, don't forget to follow us. And thank you for watching today's video. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!